Hi everyone. As Jason has already said, we're talking through our kingdom culture values, and this week we're focusing on prayer fuels power. So I just wanted to share a couple of thoughts with you around this in my own life. For me, everything starts and ends with intimacy with Jesus. One of my favorite passages in the Bible is found in Luke 10, verse 38, and it's when Jesus and his disciples are passing through a town and they stop by the home of Mary and Martha. And we're told in the story that Martha is distracted by all the preparations that she's making to feed and to host Jesus. But Mary is taking the time to sit at Jesus's feet to listen to all he has to say. And Martha gets very frustrated that she's the only one making these preparations. And so she comes to Jesus to kind of tell on her sister, just say, "Can you tell Mary that I need some help?" And Jesus is so gracious in his response. He says, "Martha, Martha, you were worried and distracted by many things, but only few things are needed, indeed only one. Mary has chosen what is better, and it will not be taken from her." And just in thinking about what Jesus said here to Mary, she's chosen what is better, I was reminded of the start of 2019 when I prayed and asked God to give me a word for the year. I'd seen lots of people doing this, asking for a word that they could hold on to for the year. Very inspirational. And so I prayed and I said, "God, I would love to have a word for this year." This was in 2019. And God spoke very clearly to me and told me that my word was better. Now, I wasn't too impressed with that. And I was like, "Well, that doesn't sound very inspirational. I don't feel like writing that in beautiful letters and putting it up on my wall." But then Jesus took me to this passage in Luke 10 and showed me that Mary chose what was better, and that was to sit at the feet of Jesus. And the more I meditated on this, and as I studied that passage in the Bible, God really began to speak to me. I used to be a bit of a perfectionist. It's something I'm still working on. And I started to think about how I can't be the perfect wife, but I can be better than I was the day before. I can't be the perfect parent, but I can always be more loving, more kind, more patient. And then I took that thought one step further and I thought, it's not even about me being a better person, but it's about me choosing to do the better thing, which is taking the time to spend time with Jesus, to read his word, to pray, to talk to him, and to go to him to provide all that I need to be all he's called me to be. So I just want to encourage you today, if you don't have a daily time that you set aside to spend time with Jesus, would you consider doing that? I found in my own life, God is always speaking. He speaks, always, whether I'm going for a walk, whether I'm doing my grocery shopping, whether I'm praying, whether I'm spending time with my family, God is always speaking. It's just, are we tuned into that frequency to hear what he wants to say to us? So I just want to encourage you today, take the time to read God's word and to spend time with him, because I know that you won't be disappointed. He wants to speak to you today.